Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to do that thing we do sometimes, where we step back and take a look at the best Pokémon TCG products that are available to buy right now. We're going to split these into various categories: collectors, new players, new competitive players, etc. And we're going to have a little bit of a WOSSY pick at the end, as we tend to do. I don't want to boast, but I think I've got a pretty good WOSSY pick for today. So let's start off having a look at the best product for collectors. Now, previously I told you about the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. It's a $120 box, and it comes with those free Charizard, as well as, you know, other cool stuff, dice and all that fun stuff. The thing is, this has just been in stock. Like, my local game store just had a restock of this. And what that basically means is that everyone's got this. And that doesn't mean it's not worth buying, but it does mean that it's not as rare or as sought after as it might otherwise be. I still think if you go forward a few years, there's going to be a market for this. People are going to like this. This is still going to be one of the rarer products. You know, at $120, a lot of people are going to be skipping this, let's be clear. But it's not the ridiculous one that, say, the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection was, as an example. Still pretty good for collectors. If you want a nice little cool thing for collectors, which I think a lot of people are sleeping on, it is the Arceus Ultra Premium Collection. Now, side note here, and this is very important, this is not available in Europe. And okay, there might be some places in Europe, but for instance, in the UK, this isn't available. This isn't a thing in the UK. And that makes me honestly very, very sad. But because I want this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very cool product. And it doesn't come with any exclusive promos per se, but what it does come with are metal versions of Arceus V and Arceus V Star, as well as some cool dice, a coin, a playmat. It's a very, very cool product. So this is one that I think is very, very cool for collectors. It's one people are sleeping on. And when you're trying to buy for collectors, or if you are a collector trying to buy, you don't want to be getting stuff that's $10 and everyone's picking up. You're looking for things that are a little bit more expensive, a little bit harder to find. This is my personal pick, but the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection is still a pretty good deal. If you want to learn to play the game, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, my opinion has not changed even a little bit. It's the Battle Academy. And I'm going to keep doing this video every few months, just reminding you, because obviously new products come out and old products become harder to find. So every so often, I'm going to do this list of the best products to buy right now. But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I don't expect to be recommending anything other than the Battle Academy anytime soon. It's too good. The Battle Academy is too gosh darned good. You've got the older version that's got Charizard on the cover. You've got the newer version that's got Cinderace on the cover. But basically, what you want to do here is pick this up, and you get 3 decks that don't hit each other for weakness. That's very important. And you can just play those 3 decks like it's a 2-player board game. And you just pick one of the decks to use. And it's absolutely awesome. A number of my friends who don't really play Pokemon, but their kids want to get involved, have bought this, well, on my recommendation, which makes me very, very happy. And yeah, they generally come back to me and they say, "WOSSY, what do we do now? Do we go and buy packs? What's the deal?" And my advice is, go and buy V-Battle decks. You don't have to, you can go and buy packs. But if you just want to go and buy something to expand this into a bigger version of the board game, buy the V-Battle decks. They come with a Pokemon V, just like each of the decks in the Battle Academy, and you can literally just swap these in for the decks in the Battle Academy and use them as they are. The most recent ones had Zeraora and Deoxys. Do remember that there's always a double pack as well, where you get both in one with some extra cards. And these aren't great for serious hardcore players. They're generally not very competitive. But if you're trying to expand the Battle Academy, these are absolutely phenomenal. Now, if you want to play competitively, the advice I've given for a long time now is buy the League Battle decks, and that still holds true, incidentally. The most recent League Battle deck is the Mew, and that is still the best one of them. It is 16 cards away from the deck that got top 8 Andre Chasson's deck from Worlds. Literally a top 8 Worlds deck. So this is a very cool one. The two before that were Ice Rider and Shadow Rider Calyrex. Some of those cards have started to rotate out, or will in April, so do bear that in mind. But if you want to learn to play competitively with complicated decks, these are the best products. But I have another option for you, and that is wait till March and go and buy the Worlds decks. Now, these aren't out till March, so you have to get the League Battle decks now, but these are very, very much worth remembering. These are replicas of decks that did very well at Worlds, like the ADP deck with which Andre Schibal won Worlds, or the aforementioned Andre Chasson's Mew deck. There are a couple of others available as well. There's 4 in total. And these are not tournament legal, so you cannot use the cards from these to go and play in tournaments, as opposed to the League Battle decks where you can. That is really very important. But they're still proper cards on proper card stock. They look right, they feel right, they are the correct cards. And that means that if you're learning to play, and you're learning to play competitively, and you want to get your hand around these complicated decks, this is a phenomenal option. Just remember, the individual cards are not tournament legal, and you'll have to go, buy some tournament legal cards if you want to play them. Good. Now, for experienced players, booster boxes and booster packs. Basically, the most packs you can get is going to be preferable. Honestly, that's generally the way I would put it. The more packs you can get, the better it's going to be. Honestly, if you're an experienced player, you already know this, you're probably going to want to buy singles. And buying singles isn't terribly fun. There's no surprise to be had. I love buying singles, don't get me wrong. But you're going to get what you actually want. The most recent set is Silver Tempest. That's a good set. Do remember that again at the end of March, we are going to be seeing the release of Scarlet and Violet. So I have recommended in previous videos to maybe hold off, and Scarlet and Violet is a set worth waiting for. But experienced players, it's just going to be singles, and it's going to be packs and booster boxes. Not as exciting, but still, you'll get what you want in the end. Now, if you're looking for presents for kids, and this is the most common question I get from my non-Pokemon friends, I need to buy a present for this kid. What should I pick up? What should I buy? What's the best option? And I still think it's the collector's chest. Now, it's been a little while since we've had a new collector's chest, which is a little bit sad, honestly. We got one in fall 2022. It came with promos of free Hisuian Pokemon. They're fine. They come in a lunchbox, which is great for kids. You get your little one-card binder that you can put cards in, and stickers, and a notebook, and all good things along those lines. They're a very cool product. We haven't had a new one in a little while, which is a little bit sad. If you want just a nice, ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill, cheapish product for kids, V-Boxes. V-Boxes are absolutely where it's at. They're $20. You get a Pokemon V, which kids like, because you get the Pokemon V, and who doesn't like a good Pokemon V? And you get the Jumbo, and trust me, kids love the Jumbo cards. I know that a lot of serious players have no time for the Jumbo cards. I promise you, kids love the Jumbo cards. And then you've got the extra holo as well, and obviously the packs. Recent ones include things like Hisuian Electrode and Virizion, but again, you've got to wait a couple of weeks. But in the very near future, we're going to get Mimikyu EX, and this is very important to note. The V boxes are being replaced by EX boxes. They are exactly the same, but instead of having a promo and a Jumbo V, they get a promo and a Jumbo EX that are absolutely equivalent. Just bear that in mind. The first one coming out is going to be the Mimikyu, and Mimikyu is a very popular character. So I do think, just as a product generally for kids, the collector's chests are undefeated. But if you just want to go and, have a fairly cheap present for a kid in terms of Pokemon TCG, I don't think you get better value than the V-Box. For $20, it's a pretty good shout. So we've talked about collectors, people learning to play, people playing competitively, experienced players, and presents for kids. We need to finish off with a WOSSY pick. And my WOSSY pick for today is the holiday calendar. Now look, I love this. I think this is a phenomenal product. I am a huge fan of this product. It's literally an advent calendar, one of those where you open up a new window every day to get yourself some goodies. And it's not all winners. You know, there are 8 promo cards, which is great. They've all got little stamps on. And you've got some packs. You do get some sample packs, which aren't as good. And you get some, stickers and coins, which are not really what you're looking for. But as a cool novelty product, firstly, you get the stamped promos. That's amazing. But also, you get a bunch of packs. And honestly here, I just really think that in terms of cool, weird, exclusive products, this is just awesome. I expected this to be long sold out, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. But as I'm recording this now, this is just available. Like, I can go basically anywhere and still pick this up for a decent price. And you know what? Yeah, that's pretty awesome, ladies and gentlemen. It is still in stock everywhere. And I don't know, maybe they'll keep doing this every year, maybe they won't. I hope they do, personally. But in a few years' time, people are going to wish they picked up this holiday calendar when they had the chance. So there we go. Those are the best Pokemon TCG products to buy right now. And now it's over to you guys. I want to know your opinions. Do you think that there are better options for any of the categories I've laid out? Are there any things you'd recommend? Would you not recommend any of the products I've mentioned? If not, why not? Let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the WOSSY. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel. You can get some bonus podcasts. You can join a Discord and chat with us about, it doesn't have to be Pokemon. It can be literally anything you want. And you can get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Kanto Royalty, who is a very lovely person, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now, is very lovely. So thank you very much for all the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.